Hello and welcome. My name is Gadroth, and this is Voice of Cards Forsaken Maiden for the PC. In our last episode, we headed north to the northern island, or where the Ivory Maiden is. We met up with the two of them. Their names escape me at the moment, but the Ivory Maiden is a little annoying. So there was a surprise in that the person that we chased from the city ended up being a twin. My guess at this point is they probably are cloning the maiden. So, which, you know, so yeah. With that, we finished up that forest with talking trees, and now she refuses to give us the maiden's relic, but she said that she will accompany us back to the spire, so that's where we're headed. But first, what we're gonna do is we're gonna totally start this trading game and go with the trade in those sea grapes and then go from there. We'll just skip over, we'll just teleport around the sea because that's what we can do now. So
you escort Lanca and Crym to your vessel. I'm surprised it even floats, Lanca whispers. I never thought the deck would be stained in a maiden's blood, you think to yourself as the ungrateful words leave her mouth. As if sensing your murderous intent, Laty looks at you and takes deep breaths, urging you to take your own.
All right, so our first stop is a sea grapes person. I can't remember who wants the sea grapes. It's, I believe, the one that's that. Where is this guy? This guy.
The fisherman mumbles to himself, "Oh, I just want some nice salty sea grapes. Are these what you're talking about?" Out of your pack, you take a bag given to you by a woman you'd met previously and show the contents to the man. The man's eyes light up the moment they fall upon the tiny fruits of the sea. Almost instantly, he blurts out, "I'll take them off your hands."
Yeah.
You hand your sea grapes to the fisherman. No sooner do you hand them to him than he begins devouring them with great gusto. Through a mouthful of sea grapes, the fisherman says, "Here, take this as thanks." He holds something out to you.
Oh, it's a bent stick. Can be used, but can't be used as a weapon. You can check the items. Yeah.
He explains that he caught it in his net in some ocean or another. It had an unusual shape, so he decided to hang on to it rather than throw it away. You push the bent stick into your pack. It sticks out a bit, and you think to yourself that it's not the easiest thing to fit in there.
All right, and this, obviously, we go to Man stands in front of the shipwreck, told, searching for a stick of some kind that might serve. Just put it up the door.
You recall the bent stick you received from the fisherman and draw it out of your pack. The moment the man sees it, he rushes over to you and says breathlessly, "Give me that."
Yeah.
Taking it into his hands, the man quickly inserts it into the slot and pulls it like a lever. As he does, there is the sound of a click inside the door, as though something has come unlocked. The door to the treasure hold is open. His high spirits evident in his tone, the man speaks with wonderment. "Look, countless treasures of such great historical value." You look over the treasures and can't help but feel it's all just a load of junk. Regardless, you keep your opinions to yourself. The man offers you something as thanks for giving him the bent stick.
Shiny stones.
The man explains that he procured this spherical stone from another shipwreck. It has little or no historical value, so he's giving it to you. You're pretty sure you don't have any use for some random stone either, but you nonetheless place it into your pack and continue on your journey.
And the man is carefully scrutinizing his underwater stone finds. Apparently, he has yet to locate the perfect, shiny, beautiful stone.
You remember the shiny stone that someone you met previously gave you and draw it from your pack. When you show it to the man, he lets out a stunned yawp, excitement flooding his features. The man casts a covetous gaze at the stone in your hand. Such wondrous luster, such perfect globularity, truly a rare beauty.
Yeah.
Well, if you want it that badly, here you go, you say, as you hand the shiny stone over to the man. Taking the stone, the man gazes at it with rapt attention, and then rubs it against his cheek as if testing its texture. Once he has sufficiently enjoyed his new acquisition, he turns to you and holds something out.
Silvery ore. Beautiful, but of unknown utility. You can check. Okay. So we know where to take that, but first...
The man apparently scooped this ore up from the ocean depth some time ago. This is yours. It's not round, so it's no good to me. People's hobbies are as diverse as people themselves, you think to yourself, as you place the silvery ore into your pack and continue on your journey.
Okay, so we obviously know that that's going to be back at the when we go back to the Northern Isle. We'll definitely give that to the shopkeep. So we are heading here. And
What a desolate place, Lanca murmurs. You suppose it is, especially compared to Alabaster City. You all stand before the altar, the Ivory Maiden and her attendant included. So what do we do here? Lanca asks. As if on cue, Lack begins chanting his mysterious chant.
Coco, yeah.
As the screams of Lanca and Crym fill your ears, you surrender yourself to the dazzling light. After passing through the altar and entering the heart's domain, neither the Ivory Maiden nor her attendant can contain their surprise. Lack, wise in the ways of this world, quickly briefs them on the situation. After digesting Lack's words, Lanca turns to Laty and says, "Your heart is quite a dark place." Laty hangs her head heavily, tears in her eyes. Your mission remains unchanged. Somewhere, there is a heart scar that must be healed. There's a heart scar to the west, Lack says. Trusting in his words, you head that way.
Find a town that lies west of Spirit's Fire. How am I supposed to get there? Oh, because I'm a moron.
Fight him off.
Wow.
Magnificent.
Ooh, it's a new one.
And fight. Magnificent. Fortune favors the bold.
Oh man, that hurts. That was that deadly poison. Oh, but that's alright, we'll get back
Fortune
to full health.
favors the
You butterfly. Burdenberg.
Don't hold back. You reach Burdenberg, a town rife with Laty's woes. The residents here cannot help but hate those who lay bare their true feelings. As soon as you enter the town, your nose is assailed by a strange odor. It appears a muddy marsh has inundated the place.
Speak with the residents of Brandenburg to find the heart scar.
You see a girl gleefully playing with the mud. Upon closer inspection, you recognize her as Fila, the Azure Maiden. When you introduce Fila to Lanca, the Ivory Maiden responds sardonically. "You seem to be having a lot of fun for a maiden," says the one who looks like she's itching to have a good time, Fila replies playfully. It appears she hit the nail on the head as Lanca's face reddens. "How dare you?" the Ivory Maiden shouts, though nothing more makes it out of her mouth. "Don't cause trouble." You hear a familiar voice. It sounds like the Azure attendant. Suddenly, Hyde appears, splashing around in the muddy marsh. Fila and Hyde pay you no mind whatsoever as they frolic in the mud. What should we do today? The man murmurs to himself as he uses mud to craft a human-sized doll. When you ask him what he's doing, he says that he doesn't have any friends, so he's making a mud buddy. You introduce Crym as a potential friend. "Nice to meet you," the man exclaims, offering his muddy hand to the attendant. Crym gives a strained smile, tears running down her cheeks. She's got some heavy baggage. You introduce Lanca to the man, and he extends a mud-caked hand for her to shake. "As if I'd let anyone so filthy touch me," Lanca shouts at him. It looks like he's out of luck with Lanca. Even so, you see the man's cheeks turn red, as if he's realized something in the process.
Guess it's me.
Thinking it might get lonesome with the mud buddy as his only company, you decide to become his friend. The doll begins to wriggle and writhe before transforming into something that looks just like you. "This is all possible thanks to the mud," he says cheerfully, happy to finally have a friend.
I mean, it makes sense since this is Laty's brain, you know? Or heart, whatever.
You see an old man gulping down the contents of a mud-filled cask. When he notices your party, he suddenly asks, "You young'uns up for a challenge?" Laty gets into an awkward fighting stance, seemingly determined to fight, when... "You'll have to try harder," he says, suddenly behind her, and claps her on the shoulder. "As if a human could ever compete against me," Lack says. But then, the old man flicks Lack's forehead, sending it soaring.
That's pretty funny.
"Don't overdo it," you caution him, well aware of his age, when suddenly his fist comes flying at you. Despite his elderly appearance, he moves swiftly. He can easily hold his own against you, and your duel results in a draw. "You've got a long way to go," the old man tells you as he drinks mud from his cask. To your surprise, the residents seem rather grateful to the muddy marsh at the town center. You decide that it may be worth investigating.
Investigate the bog at the center of Burdenberg.
It appears the volume of mud in the marsh has decreased. Perhaps because of all the uses the villagers have found for it. From within the marsh, stairs appear.
I do want to check these guys out one more time.
You've got a long way to go, the old man tells you, as he drinks mud from his cask. This is all possible thanks to the mud, he says cheerfully, shaking hands with his mud buddy. And fight.
I mean, for the most part, I think we're so over-leveled for this part, because I think this was supposed to have been the Chapter 3 versus the Onyx one. Ooh, this is a new one. Wasn't even worth it.
Magnificent.
Wanted to get him off the board at least. On gold. Ugh. Treasure chest! Oh, yay. Alright. Sorry, I am trying to get their card, so I could just be teleporting all over the place, but, you know. There we go, the turbulence. Monsters. Got that one. Don't have the gazings. Don't have the skeleton. We have that one. This is turbulent, okay. The wings. We have the wrath. The repent. Actually, once we get all of them, we'll go back through them. So yeah.
You see a little girl drowning in the marsh.
No.
Lanca reflexively prepares to dive into the marsh to save the girl, but is stopped by Crym. Lanca, you can't swim, she says, exposing the maiden's sole weakness. Lanca decides to leave the rescuing to you and resigns herself to crouching dejectedly nearby. Grab a hold, you exclaim, throwing Lack at the poor girl. Lack miraculously lands near the girl, but she doesn't grab onto it. Lack sighs, creating bubbles in the mud, and quietly regrets the hand it's been dealt. Without a moment's hesitation, you leap into the marsh to save the girl. You swim to the girl and grab onto her, but she smiles as if her drowning had been an act and praises you. You really are a hero, aren't you? The girl then gets sucked into the marsh and disappears.
Well.
And fight.
I kind of feel like the happenstance cards, while some of them just really screw the enemies over. No, maybe I should bring Freeze back. Okay. Not yet. So we came from there. So there's two entrances, I guess. First, let's go ahead and finish up. Darkstay, yay! Could have been number 2, but no. Let's go down this one.
Fortune favors the bold. Fortune favors the bold.
The Clarings? I have a feeling it's gonna take us to the other entrance here.
And fight. Fortune favors the bold. Excellent.
Oh my gosh, come on. Oh, the winged. That just saves a skeleton. Crym. That was what?
Good work.
Dude, I'm so... Just give me the gold already. Like... All that's left is the middle here, right? So there's another lower...
You see a familiar figure in the center of the marsh. In the depths of the strange mud-filled town, you find yourself.
Oh, Shadow Link.
Or rather, as you look closer, you realize that mud oozes forth from his feet. It appears that he is the source of the mud. With an ecstatic expression, he scoops the mud at his feet and calls it talent. The talent for fighting. The talent for making friends. You have used your various talents to lead Laty on this journey. The shadow points at Laty and speaks. Talent, yes. Something you lack, he tells her with a haughty laugh. That's not true, you say, objecting to your own shadow. The shadow just laughs and sinks to the bottom of the marsh.
What she thinks.
So this is the heart scar, Crym gulps, as she stands before the horrendous light.
Feel the heart scar deep beneath Bird. Okay, so first, before we do this, well, first I got to... We'll go back down there in a second. Let's see where this goes. I can't die.
Along with the voice, a giant shadow emerges from the scar. You stand ready to fight the monster.
Defense.
And fight.
Music is awesome, though. But as I was saying, I hope that's not what she thinks I think about her, because I don't think Barren thinks that at all. So she feels she's a burden, I think. That's the whole point of this. Is this gonna work? I rolled like a 2. Oh no. Oh, look at that. Yeah, of course it would resist.
Yikes.
You need to get healing going. Sorry, it's in my cramp in my stomach. Let's see here. Actually, Soul Reservoir is not a bad one. So let's do this. There we go. Nice.
Excellent.
she is just like one. Really?
Teamwork makes the dream work. Fortune favors the bold.
Generate one? Oh, nice. M-I-M-E.
Within the shadow's final words, you sense sorrow. Laty was entrusted with the duty of becoming a maiden. Thanks to her talent, she was loved by all. But it was a false love. No one would truly love someone who was destined to disappear. When people discovered she hadn't the makings of a maiden, they stopped caring for her, and she descended into the darkness of desolation.
No help aided by her.
After
douche of a
defeating
dad.
the shadow, you use the maiden's relic to heal the heart scar. You successfully restore the town and heal the wound on Laty's heart. Your mission fulfilled. You decide to return to the world you came from.
The relic is reacting to Lanca's integrity. I don't know about that. Lanca's Ivory Maiden's relic became the Ivory Memories relic. Head to the altar on the second floor of the Spirit Spire. Alright guys, well in that we are going to call this an episode here. In our next episode, I want to do a couple things. Well, we're going to hit all the peeps before we head out of here again, just to see what they have to say. I do want to pick up, I think we only have the one monster to pick up. The skeleton ghost thing. So I'm going to do that, but I'll probably do that after we talk to the folks and head out of town. And then before we head back to the North Island, I do want to go back to the island while I do have these in my party and go do the Coliseum. So we'll do that in the next episode, then we'll head back to North Isle and turn that stuff in. So, but yeah, with that being said, I hope you're enjoying the game. I am. I'm actually really looking forward to part 3. So, but yeah, with that being said, stay true to yourselves, follow your hearts. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.